Actually, I want to ask you, what do you think the secret is? How do you keep people engaged? How do you think the algorithm pushes out your content in front of all of your audience? Because I know having followers doesn't necessarily mean that they will see your content.
Sure.
How come they see your content?
Well, if I can kind of go back a little bit on some things you said, you hit on some very, very important points. You know, when it comes to starting off, or I guess becoming an influencer, right? I think you said it best. Me and my wife, we didn't set out to become an influencer. We didn't say, okay, we want to have 40,000 followers or what have you. Our goal was to do exactly what you said, to share our passion, right? Which also means we wanted to add value. And we tell people that. People ask us all the time, they're like, okay, well, how did you do it? I say, don't look to make money. Don't look to have followers. Look to add value. And I think that's the difference maker. You know, me and my wife, we wanted to share the journey, and I believe that is a form of adding value to people, because there were people who wanted to get educated on what is it like to actually go through a conversion process. What is it like to live as a Jewish family? You know, what is it, right? So we were educating people and adding value. You got to be in it for the long run. And, you know, if you're like, oh, well, if I don't see 10,000 likes on my video, it ain't working, right? Well, there's a very, very great chance that that's going to be the case. When you put out your first, you know, handful of videos, nobody's going to see it yet a lot of times. How do you know that you're going to be in it for the long haul? You got to be passionate about it. You got to be passionate about it, you know, because again, you're going to have the highs, you're going to have the lows. Who are you in the low places when things aren't going good in your life? Right? The people who are still passionate about those particular gifts and the experiences that they want to share, those are going to be the people that learn how to still create in some of those challenging times. Me and my wife, we were just authentic. We just were honest about who we were. You know, we didn't put on a show. We didn't put on a mask or anything. It's like, you know, and I think the reason that people watch our videos is because we're not trying to be anybody else. Like, we're just telling our story, right. You know, and people want to engage with real people. Like, we were just authentic. You know, you mentioned algorithm. You know, I heard Mr. B say this once. He said, just replace algorithm with the word audience. Right? And because people come up to him all the time and they're like, oh, the algorithm not showing my stuff. The algorithm not this. He was like, okay. He was like, change the word. Audience. Do the audience want to see your videos?